Have you ever wanted a build that can get guaranteed contact dunks every time, green from Limitless, and break everyone's ankles? Today, I'm giving you guys the new best guard build with a 94 driving dunk, 94 three-pointer, and a 92 ball handle. I don't think I've ever made anything this broken. We get a 94 3 with Gold Agent 3, Blinders, and Deadeye. Then we get Silver Limitless and tons of Hall of Fame shooting badges. 94 driving dunk with Gold Posterizer, Hall of Fame Slithery, Gold Precision Dunker, and much more Hall of Fame badges. So we'll be dunking on everyone. Then we get a 92 ball handle with Gold Handles for Days, Gold Speed Booster, Unpluckable Ankle Breaker, and even Hall of Fame Physical Handles and Bulldozer. This build does it all. It's gonna break 2K24. YouTube, we have the most busted ISO dunking, dribbling, shooting build you could ever imagine in 2K24. Now, if you did not know, 94 driving dunk has been very busted this year actually. In Pro-Am, the stage, wherever you go, there is now people with 94 driving dunk builds just putting their balls in your face, and I don't like it when people put their balls in my face. So I am going to make a 94 driving dunk build and do it back to everyone. Now, the most toxic thing about this build is you can dunk on anyone, but not only that, you can still ISO up or use screens, whatever you want, but you can shoot, dribble, dunk, and even play a little bit of defense. Now, before we get into the build, drop a like on the video. Let me know down below if you have had a 94 driving dunk build this year. It is toxic. And also, if you guys are new, subscribe to the channel, turn those noties on. We're trying to hit 1,000,000 subs. Now let's get into the build. So you want to go with 6'6" height, 213 pounds, and 6'6" wingspan. Now 6'6" wingspan is minimum wingspan so that we can get that 94 three-pointer. Now I'm going to be showing you guys two versions of this build. One has a little more defense for those of you that want a little bit more defense and some rebounding, and then this version will have a higher three-pointer. So we're going to go with 6'6", 213 pounds, and then 6'6" wingspan. Also, if you do want to play the ones court with this build, I recommend you make it a point guard so that you get matched up against builds that are 6'7" and under. If you go with any other height, you could get taller toxic builds. Now, when you go with a 94 driving dunk and you put that vertical to an 82 so that you get all of those contact dunks, that gives you Gold Posterizer, Gold Precision Dunker, Hall of Fame Bunny, Hall of Fame Slithery. Look at the badges, bro. This build is deed. So now we already have a maxed out driving dunk and can posterize anybody. It is the biggest bailout you could ever imagine. Then for the three-pointer, we are also going with a 94 three-pointer. So you're gonna have Gold Posterizer, Gold Precision Dunker, Hall of Fame Slithery, Hall of Fame Bunny, and then you're gonna have Gold Agent 3, Silver Limitless, Gold Blinders, Gold Deadeye, lots of other Hall of Fame shooting badges. You will be unstoppable. Now we already have a 94 three-pointer, a 94 driving dunk. Now we're gonna put the ball handle all the way up to a 92. Then the speed with ball, we're gonna put that up to an 83. Now we have to put our speed up to an 86. By doing that, that gives you Gold Speed Booster and Gold Hyperdrive. And the reason we go with an 80 plus speed with ball is so that you get that Devin Booker dribble style. If you were to go with just a 75 or under, you can only get the Magic Johnson, and that dribble style is very nerfed. It is not as good. You need that 80 plus for that Devin Booker dribble style. And then for the pass accuracy, we're gonna go with a 77. Usually for most of my builds, I just go with a 70 pass accuracy. Honestly, you could get away with a 70 on this build, but I'm going to go with a 77 pass accuracy for once so that I can get that bronze needle threader. Now we're also gonna put our acceleration up to a 73. By doing that, that gives you silver blow by, and I am going to ISO with this build, most likely dominate everyone, terrorize them. That silver blow by will help me blow past people to help get those contact dunks even more. Now the stamina, we need to max that out as well. If you put that at a 96, you get that gold handles for days, and we need that. So we're gonna max out the stamina. Now we're done with the playmaking, the dribbling. We already can pass, dribble. We get that gold unpluckable, gold speed booster, gold ankle breaker, gold handles for days, gold hyperdrive. We can shoot, we can dunk. Now what else do you think there could be? If we put the block up to a 68, that gives you bronze chase down artist, so that you can still play some off-ball defense on the threes or in pro-am or the rec. Now that leaves us with the strength. Now this build, when people make this build with the 94 driving dunk, they usually don't even upgrade the strength. But me, I'm going to upgrade it all the way to an 84. Now as you can see, we get physical handles, bulldozer, immovable enforcer, brick wall. We get all of these badges. People usually make these 94 driving dunk builds without Hall of Fame physical handles, without bulldozer at all, or even on bronze. We're getting it on silver. We're getting Hall of Fame physical handles. And then for defensive purposes, we have silver immovable enforcer to box everyone up, and then brick wall, which will drain everyone's stamina as well. Now we may not have perimeter defense or a steal. You don't need that. I'm going to use this build on the threes, terrorize everyone. I could use it in rec, pro-am as well. Now let's upgrade the interior defense to a 50. So we have chase down artist for defense. We have a tiny bit of interior, a tiny bit of perimeter, and then we're 6'6" with max strength. So we actually will not get bullied. Now I will show you guys a different version of this build that has a lot more interior defense and a lot more rebounding as well, if you want to make that build. But this build is finished. It is teed. It is unstoppable. We get that Hall of Fame physical handles, a movable enforcer, and brick wall to box people up, drain their stamina. We have silver bulldozer, so that we can rim run, terrorize everyone, dunk all over them. We got chase down artists. For the dribbling, you get that gold speed booster, gold hyperdrive, gold handles for days, so we can dribble forever. Silver killer combos, silver blow by. We get the gold speed booster on a 6'6". Usually on the 6'6" builds, we go with silver speed booster, but we're gonna have it gold. Gold unpluckable, gold ankle breaker, so we will get mad ankle breakers. A 94 3-pointer, which gives us gold agent 3, so we can fade consistently from the 3 without takeover. Gold blinders and deadeye. Silver limitless, so we can shoot from Narnia. Then Hall of Fame corner specialist, gold catch and shoot, green machine, Hall of Fame open looks, guard up, claymore, comeback kid, space creator. There's every Hall of Fame badge you could imagine. And then the 94 driving dunk with Hall of Fame slithery bunny, and then precision dunker and posterizer on gold. With that 82 vertical, we'll get mad contact dunks, and the build can also do layups as well. This is actually the most toxic 6'6" build. It is the most toxic 6'6" build. You have to worry about them breaking your ankles, you have to worry about them shooting, fading threes, fading middies, and then you have to somehow stop the contact dunk balls in your face. This build will terrorize everyone. Now when you make the build, it is called a floor spacing slasher. I have not had a floor spacing slasher since about like one of the first few builds I have made this year. But this build is much more than a slasher. Now to make the other version of the build, guys, you're going to put the wingspan at 6'8", all right? And then for the weight, we're gonna need to put the weight up a little bit to 218. Now what this does is it lowers the 3-pointer to a 92. So we're gonna lower the free throw, and then we're gonna lower the midi. So now you have a 92 3 and a 77 midi, 67 free throw. Now we have to put our strength back up to an 84. Now since I'm gonna be isoing with this build and dominating everyone, why not give yourself some offensive rebound so that if you do miss, you can get that board over the defender extremely easily. So we're gonna have box out beast and rebound chaser as well, and a 60 offensive rebound, 45 defensive rebound, which is a lot because most builds don't even have any rebound as well. Now for the interior defense, we're gonna put that all the way up to a 75. Now that also gives you silver workhorse and bronze post lockdown. When you go to a 72 interior, you get that silver workhorse, and then 74 gives you post lockdown. So not only do we get chase down artists now, we can guard post scorers because we have post lockdown and we have an 84 strength as well, with brick wall and a movable enforcer. And then me personally, I'm gonna upgrade the rest on my free throws. So we're gonna upgrade that to a 72, put 1 on the standing dunk, so we have free points badge as well for rec and pro-am. Now this build is a lot better on defense and getting rebounds as well. It is a lot more balanced, all for just losing 2 on your 3-pointer and 2 on your midi. All you really lose from that is gold agent 3, and I think Hall of Fame space creator and Hall of Fame corner specialist. Now, if you did not know, it is much easier to make a build at 6'6" than 6'4". You get a little more attributes making a 6'6" build, which is why I went with a 6'6", and so I could have the super high strength and interior defense. You can make a 94 driving dunk build at 6'4", but you're going to have less attributes. As you can see, this one is insane in every category: 94, 92, 92, and the physicals are insane. Now, when you make this build as well, it is also called a floor spacing slasher. Let me know in the comments section down below which build you went with. Now, I am very excited to use this build. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe, turn those noties on. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys for all the support. Be sure to drop a like as well, and I will see you guys in that next hanky banger.